Today we speak on a short but very important topic, whether work from home is the new normal or ever we are going back to office. The talk of office being a Jurassic kind of an activity is not new. I remember 40 years back, as I was entering into my professional life, I read an article in The Economist where it was written that with the advent of computers, where you can take all the office work to a place of your liking, be it a holiday destination or at your home or to a restaurant or to a pub, probably offices will not be required. And during that time, office prices started falling. But in came the pandemic, and everything became a point of debate whether we are indeed getting into a situation where offices will be a choice or an option rather than the default. Coming back to the Economist article, it never materialized. In fact, offices became a super concentrated, what is called urban conglomerates. Take, for example, in India, Bangalore. Bangalore became quite famous for the entire ecosystem related to IT. So office buildings were built to suit IT companies. Same thing happened around Pune area for the automobile industry, or it happened to the Delhi area for the furniture and fabrication units. All these things happened over a period of last 50 years, where office shifted in its nature, but it didn't vanish. But when the pandemic came in, people gotten used to working from home as a default, and people also started appreciating the productivity that comes. A survey that was made in various countries, it found that nearly equal number of people, in fact, the US survey says that 32% of the CEOs felt that the productivity has gone up, and around 24% of the CEOs felt that productivity has gone down when people work from home. If productivity is the only consideration, then things would have been easier. But what really happened, inertia of working from home has set in. Probably people will take a longer time for them to get into the natural mode, which is the default mode, because the professional life is built around the office time. You get into the metro, or you get into the bus, or you get into the car for going into office, and while returning, there are a economy of the pubs, of the restaurants, of the coffee shops for meetings. All these institutions have to be broken and rejigged if work from home is to be the new normal. So that is creating the consternation. Research after research points out that only about 50% of the jobs can be done remotely. For example, if you are a heart surgeon, or if you are a dentist, or if you are a carpenter, you cannot do work remotely. You will have to be in the real world to deliver whatever is your value proposition. So we are talking about only 50% of the job which can be done remotely, and in that 50% also, there is a debate whether it is increasing productivity. Definitely, office in its pristine form, what we have seen so far, is not going to come back. There'll be a blend of office as well as home, or as well as from another place of convenience, because technology has been discovered where monitoring of the work, delivery of the work, and exhibition of the work can be done in a digital manner. But however, that physical portion of the work, 50% of the work cannot be done remotely. It has to be in the real world. And out of the 50% also, the last mile or the connectivity with the real delivery point has to be there. So the new normal going forward will be a hybrid kind of a work, where people will hanker to come back, and there'll be a pushback from the societal system for them to come back to the physical world. Children are missing the real physical environment after the 6 months period, or 9 months period, children are missing their friends. Children are missing a physical game of either a football or a badminton or a running or jumping around, which is normal to children. So again, 25% of the population today who are up to the age of 18 are missing the real physical world. So in my view, office will be in the new manner that is required. However, it is not going to vanish at all. It is going to come back in a newer format, as has happened in the past 3 or 4 cycle after the advent of computers, after the advent of video conference. All the time there was a redefinition of office, but it has come back in a different format, in a larger physical format, and in formats like urban conglomeration, in specialized clusters like open offices rather than having cubicles. So all these are going to happen. Thank you very much.